What up, YouTube? It's the young boy JT, and I just got some comments to make on this Canelo and Triple G fight. Um, okay, this fight is a super fight. Okay, this is on par with you know super fights of the past, man. Whether it's Canelo Mayweather, Pacquiao Mayweather. Fights like that, man. Oscar De La Hoya, Mayweather, those are super fights, and this is one of them. And the reason I say that is because, this fight is going mainstream. It's on ESPN now, on the radio for the last, I want to say 4 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah, for the last 4 days. It's been on the radio. It's been on ESPN radio. People have been talking about it, and it's not like they're talking about it within people who are involved in boxing. They're talking about it amongst themselves. ESPN, LA radio. I mean, Max Kellerman and Max and Marcellus comes on. They have their own radio show, and that's really the only time boxing is ever even mentioned. And it's only when there's a fight that week, and um, you know, Max goes into which is actually good, man. When Max starts, the thing about Max Kellerman is, man, he doesn't act the same when he's on radio here in LA. He doesn't act the same way when he's cooning on HBO, man. Max is actually real down to earth, and he's really good at what he does, man. He's really good at talk. He's basically like a salesman, man. He could sell anything when he does his advertisements. I mean, there's no one better on ESPN, man. Trust me. Max is really good, man. And when he starts talking this shit about boxing, he's really good. But it's funny when he starts talking about, when he gets the cameras in his face, when he gets on after these HBO fights, man, he's a different guy, man. He's cooning to the max. No pun intended. But anyway, man, they've been talking about this fight nonstop. Golovkin and Canelo, man. It's a super fight, man. Not even on that show, other shows, even shows that don't have anything to do with any, it's basketball shows. They're talking about it. This is a big fight, man. This is gonna bring in a lot of pay-per-view buys because it's went mainstream. Golovkin really is selling the fight, man. He's really doing the job. He's on hip hop radio stations here, talking to Golovkin, even though he barely knows English. He's going on hip hop radio stations trying to, he's talking about this fight because I mean, there's so many Mexicans here, man. This is like, like a second home for them, um, we know they're avid boxing fans. So this is a big fight, man. It's gonna be big. I don't know what type of pay-per-view numbers it's gonna bring, but I'm thinking it's gonna be up there, 1.5, 2 million. It's big, man. It's bigger than people are realizing, and people want to see it. So, um, we just gotta see what happens, man. I want to see, this fight happen. I don't know if it's gonna happen next. Um, my whole stance is, like I've told you guys, I don't see the WBC stripping Canelo if he doesn't take this fight. But you never know with Canelo, man. There's a lot of pressure on him, man. People are really, these man defenders, man, are really pressing him into a corner, man. People like Dan Raphael, decafs like that. People like, Steve Kim, Michael Montero. These guys are Doug Fisher. They have to walk a tightrope because, they get paid from Golden Boy. They write for Ring Magazine, but they're so in love with Golovkin, man. They got to walk a tightrope, So, people want to see this fight, man. So we'll just see what happens, man. Hopefully it gets made, and we can go and making our analysis and all that, man. It's the young boy JT. I'm out.